I'm Michael Martin, one of the founders and the CEO of RapidSOS. RapidSOS is an emergency response data platform. So what we do is link critical data from approximately 350 million devices and put that directly into the existing systems that run at 911 and first responders during an emergency. The first time I'd ever really thought about 911 was walking home late one night. I realized that in the middle of an emergency, whatever that is, why was I supposed to somehow to verbally explain my address, my condition, what was occurring, pre-existing health information? It just seemed crazy that that's how this system worked. Originally, I thought this was like a user experience challenge. And what I quickly learned is that it was a national infrastructure challenge. 911 telecommunicators do extraordinary work managing approximately 650,000 emergencies with little more than caller ID coming in. So the US 911 system is 25,000 different software systems that were built out in the 1960s and 1970s and are managed by 10,000 municipalities across the United States. And met my co-founder, Nick Corlick, and we worked to think about how can we partner with public safety to upgrade the U.S. emergency response infrastructure. So what we've done over the last 8 years is build out a rich data connection into every major public safety software system. So now if your wearable device or your home or your car detects an emergency, we can immediately link critical data from approximately 350 million devices across the United States, Canada, and Mexico, and get that data into the hands of 911 and first responders to drive the fastest, most effective response possible. We get daily stories in from 911 telecommunicators on how that data helps save lives. Here is the story of a life that was saved. This was a woman who had been kidnapped. She was locked in the trunk of a car. She was whispering to 911 that she needed to be saved. 911 previously wouldn't know her location, but in this case, we got her precise location from her smartphone, her basic profile information, and it was able to get state police pull over the car and save her life. We've recently been partnering on is digital health and wearable devices. We work with major partners like Apple, Google, Uber, SiriusXM, and others. We're also thinking a lot about connected buildings, connected school buildings. So now we can automatically detect gunshots. Now that that infrastructure is in place, we can increase the type of data that's available and the impact that it has on response times. We can harness data to save lives across the United States. 3 asks that I would have for the community. The first one is if you work in some sort of tech company that would have sensor data, that information can save lives, and we've got to work together to get that in the hands of 911 and first responders. Second is, well, if you are part of a state agency or a federal agency, we want to partner with you to get this information into your hands. And then the third is hiring is critical for us.